You ever wonder what your life would be like if the one thing written deep inside your DNA, a disease you never chose, could simply be deleted? Not treated, not delayed, but gone. Like pressing backspace on a nightmare that's haunted your family for generations. Hey, FactNest fam! Welcome to Season 2 of FactNest, where science isn't just evolving. It's rewriting the rules of what it means to be human. Flashback to previous episode. Last season, we uncovered just how much of you isn't even you. This season, we're going deeper into the very code that made you and asking one big question. What if we could fix it? Part 1. The story inside you. Every human begins with a code, 3.2 billion letters long. That code is DNA. It decides your eye color, your height, your voice, and sometimes it decides your fate. Because like any long document, sometimes there are typos. We call those typos mutations. Some are harmless, some make you unique, and some are devastating. There are over 7,000 known genetic diseases. They're not contagious. You can't catch them, but you can inherit them. You've heard of some: Huntington's disease, Tay-Sachs, muscular dystrophy, cystic fibrosis, sickle cell anemia. Many start in childhood. Some are fatal before adulthood, and for decades, there was nothing we could do. You could treat the symptoms, manage the pain, delay the damage, but the code itself? Untouchable. Until now. Part 2, the gene editing revolution. In 2012, two scientists, Jennifer Doudna and Emmanuel Charpentier, discovered CRISPR. It sounds like a kitchen appliance. But it's more like Photoshop for DNA. CRISPR allows us to cut, delete, and even replace genetic code. It's precise, fast, and incredibly powerful. Imagine being able to open the source code of life, find the line that causes disease, and just delete it. No chemo. No surgeries. Just a molecular fix. In 2023, the FDA approved the first CRISPR-based therapy for sickle cell disease patients who once faced chronic pain and short lifespans walked away symptom-free. It's not just treatment, it's transformation, but it doesn't stop there. Section beyond CRISPR, gene silencing and base editing. Other tools have entered the scene. Base editing changes one single letter of DNA without cutting it. Gene silencing turns off a faulty gene like muting a bad signal. These aren't science fiction. They're in clinical trials right now, treating genetic blindness, preventing neurological diseases, even exploring cures for Alzheimer's and cancer. We're not just reacting to disease anymore. We're going to war at the root of it, inside our genes. Part 3. Ethics, Fears, and Humanity. But what happens when fixing genes turns into designing them? The same tools that can cure disease can also choose hair color, eye shape, height, maybe even intelligence. Are we healing people or engineering them? In 2018, a scientist in China used CRISPR to create the first gene-edited babies. He claimed to make them resistant to HIV. The world responded with outrage. He was sentenced to prison. Why? Because editing an embryo means editing the future. It's not just one life you're changing, it's every life that comes after. Once a mutation, good or bad, enters the human gene pool, it's permanent. Cure a disease? Amazing. Introduce a flaw by accident. Disaster. This isn't just science. It's responsibility. Part 4, the biggest question: should we? Let's be honest. The dream of curing all genetic diseases is beautiful. But the reality is complicated. Who gets access? Just the rich? Just certain countries? What if people start editing genes for reasons other than health? To be stronger, faster, more perfect. What does perfect even mean? We're approaching a future where we may have to redefine what it means to be human. Not because we're changing clothes or tech, but because we're changing our code. Hey, if this blew your mind even a little bit, imagine what's coming next. So hit like, subscribe, and drop a comment. If you could delete one thing from your DNA, what would it be? I'll go first. My tendency to cry when I see puppies. Wait, never mind. I'm keeping that one. Part 5. The future is personalized. Let's go beyond diseases. 1.25. What if you could scan your DNA at birth and know your exact risks for every illness? What if medicine wasn't just reactive, but completely personalized to your body? That's the next step. Predictive DNA testing, gene-driven medications, preventive editing before symptoms ever show. It's not some distant future. Companies are already offering consumer DNA scans. Hospitals are testing gene-based prescriptions. And scientists are working on one-and-done cures, where one treatment changes your life forever. Final section, summary and reflection. So, can we cure genetic diseases forever? Maybe not all of them. Not yet. But for the first time in human history, we're not just fighting disease. We're learning how to erase it, letter by letter, code by code. And that's not just a medical revolution. It's a human one, because the future of health might not come from a pill, a surgery, or even a doctor. It might come from inside your own body. In the code that made you. And now, the code that can save you. If you could change one thing about your body, anything at all, with zero consequences, what would you change? Tell me in the comments. And let's see how close science is to making it real. Teaser for next episode. And speaking of making the impossible real. Next time on FactNest. 3D printed organs are already saving lives. You won't believe what we're printing now and who it's saving. See you in episode 2.